Hi, my name is Austin Danisic. I'm part of the rental staff here at the RSOP, and today I'm going to show you how to wax a ski. First materials you'll need is a clean cloth, some glide wax, and of course a preheated iron. So when you come in here, you plug in the iron, and the key is to not get the iron not too hot so it's smoking. You want a nice consistent heat so as to evenly melt the wax and not damage the base of the ski at all. Before we start, we usually wipe down the ski with a nice clean rag to get all the little whatever is accumulated on there. And then we're going to attach the ski to our ski base right here. The attachment's right here, and you just line up the ski to the contour of the form of the base, and we just crank on this to attach it down. We want to make sure the ski is not moving anywhere, so as when we hot wax, no accidents happen. So we're going to be using the iron to drip the wax onto the ski, and we're going to do a continuous motion all the way down the ski. So we'll use the tip here because it's a nice funnel, and we'll just kind of gently press the wax, and we'll drip it all the way down. So once we have our wax on the ski base, we're going to use the iron to spread out the wax evenly across the base. The key to this is you do not want to keep the iron in one spot too long because that could damage the base. So we're just going to do nice strokes back. You don't want to go side to side because that could also damage the ski base. You want to keep a nice pool of melted wax in front, like 1 inch to 2 inches. Another thing to note while you're waxing the ski, it doesn't matter if you go tip to tail or tail to tip. It only matters when you scrape the ski to always go tip to tail. We'll go over this one more time. Notice how I'm not keeping the iron in any spot too long. So once we have this completed, before we scrape it, you'd want the wax to cool for about at least an hour. And that's pretty much all it takes. I'm going to show you how to scrape cross-country skis. We're going to attach our skis to the base that we waxed them on, and we're going to need one of these ski scrapers. So while scraping skis in NP6, you're always going to want to have this blue tarp nice and spread out. And when you're done scraping them, you're going to want to collect all the excess wax that is accumulated around the blue tarp, because that can get ground into the floor and it becomes really hard to get off. So cleanliness is key when we are in NP6 scraping skis. Basic for scraping cross-country skis is we want to remove all this layer of wax from the top that's visible, because when we wax the skis, it opens up the pores so the wax gets in the base. So we just scrape off all this excess wax. While we're waxing the skis, we always go from tip to tail because that'll provide the most speed for when you're skiing. So we'll start at the tip, and we'll drag it back. You want a pretty good sized pressure because it will take off the maximum layer of wax. And it's okay to overlap a little bit, so you'll scrape, clean out the wax. And you'll do this all the way down the ski. You'll do this multiple times. To remove all the wax that built up in the groove, these ski scrapers, they have a nice rounded edge here you can see, and that fits perfectly into this groove. So you use that to remove all the wax from in that groove. And of course, once you're all done scraping the skis, you just take a nice clean rag and just wipe off all that excess wax. So today we're going to show you how to wax your skis if you're a performance skier and looking for a lot of speed. We're just going to wax the front section and the back section, and we'll leave the kick wax section unwaxed, and we'll do that after. Zone is where, when you're pushing off with your ski, where the most contact with the ground comes in. You'll be able to notice on these skis right here, there's actually little marks on the side that kind of show a rough estimate of each kick zone. So we're going to apply the kick wax, and then we'll use the cork to rub it all in, and we'll be ready to go. I hate this stuff. So now we're going to take the cork and smooth it all out. So to remove the kick wax, you're just going to want to use your normal scraper and just kind of do what we were doing before when we were scraping skis. And you're going to want to do this to get the most of the grip wax off as possible. But your best solution would to be use one of these household cleaners, these multi-solvent cleaners, and you'd spray that on a rag. And then give it a good wipe down. And this is the best way to remove all the sticky grip wax from your ski after you're done skiing.